Sharon Osbourne's makeup artist sued America's Got Talent after a terrible accident. There have been multiple occasions when America's Got Talent scandals have escalated. One example is when Sharon Osbourne's makeup artist sued over something that happened during the production of America's Got Talent. In this video, we'll take a look at how Sharon Osbourne's makeup artist sued America's Got Talent for a terrible accident. When people watch their favorite shows, they rarely consider the amount of work that goes into its creation. The explanation for this is simple. Most television viewers don't know much about how shows are created. One thing that almost everyone understands about television production is that almost everyone who appears on screen first gets their hair and makeup done. With that in mind, it's no surprise that Sharon Osbourne hired a makeup artist in 2012. The great majority of America's Got Talent viewers are unaware of what happened to Osbourne's makeup artist in 2012. And according to TMZ, Osbourne's makeup artist Jude Alcala went through a hole in the set of America's Got Talent in 2012. Alcala reportedly broke his femur after falling 6 feet, resulting in a significant shoulder injury that needed surgery. After the incident, and as part of his recuperation, Alcala filed a lawsuit against NBC and the producers of America's Got Talent in 2013. Alcala claimed in his lawsuit that his injuries were permanent and would harm him for the rest of his life. Given the nature of makeup artists' employment, it's simple to see how a significant shoulder injury could have an impact on them. Alcala also claimed that the show was to blame for what happened to him since they neglected to maintain the stage and did not post any warnings about the hole. Although there were many headlines when Alcala filed his complaint, there was no follow-up. As a result, no one knows for certain what transpired after Alcala sued NBC and America's Got Talent. Given the history of how the media has handled big litigation in the entertainment sector, it appears logical to believe that a settlement was reached. After all, if Alcala's complaint made it to court, it's difficult to envision the media not covering the outcome. When Jude Alcala filed a lawsuit against NBC and America's Got Talent, it made a lot of news. While it's logical that fans would be interested in Alcala's story, he's not the only one who has taken the producers of America's Got Talent to court. Gabriel Union's termination was one of the most talked about behind-the-scenes conflicts surrounding America's Got Talent. While Union did not file a lawsuit, this episode deserves to be mentioned because she did register a formal complaint. Union claims that her treatment as an America's Got Talent judge was incorrect in various respects, including being discriminated against because of her color. Finally, Union and the producers of America's Got Talent struck a confidential settlement. A lady called Darcy Gurr, like Alcala, sued after alleging she was injured on the set of America's Got Talent. Gurr asked for $5 million in her case. Gurr's lawsuit claims that she was at an AGT taping when she tripped over wires that had been left on the floor. Gurr also alleged that the AGT's producers let the set become overcrowded, which contributed to her injuries. Tyra Banks physically manipulated and verbally assaulted the young girl on the set of America's Got Talent, according to another lawsuit. The claim was filed against Banks and the producers of America's Got Talent. The complaint was brought by an unnamed lady, identified in the documents as Jane Doe. Jane also stated in her lawsuit that her behavior on the show publicly humiliated her and her husband, who were the ones who had auditioned for AGT. The Deadline piece on Jane Doe's complaint summarizes some of the allegations regarding how Banks allegedly mistreated her daughter, Mary Doe. In the paperwork, Banks shook Mary's shoulder, yanked her hair back, and manipulated her bodily. Mary did not intervene to halt Banks' behavior because she was afraid. Banks further implied that Mary was conceived by mistake, mocked the performance, and mocked the song in front of Mary, all while active cameras were filming Mary. Lastly, the most shocking complaint involving America's Got Talent involved an allegation of wrongful killing. A woman named Maureen Allen was volunteering at a country-sponsored science and engineering fair. According to the lawsuit, when she attempted to enter the venue in her wheelchair, her path was allegedly obstructed by a big power cord protector that AGT had placed there to prepare for filming at the venue in the days that followed. Allen's relatives said that she attempted to enter the facility to fulfill her volunteer plans when the front wheel of her wheelchair became entangled with a power cord protector. As a result, Allen's wheelchair allegedly fell on its sides, causing her to suffer a shattered hip as well as head and arm injuries. These injuries allegedly caused Allen to develop a blood clot and have a serious stroke, necessitating 8 surgeries. According to the lawsuit, Allen was still put on life support after the surgeries and died 2 days later. There have been no developments of any of the other instances people have attempted to take AGT to court, similar to the lawsuit involving Sharon Osbourne's makeup artist. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.